Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, everybody. I just wanted to jump in here for a minute and see how y'all are doing. I have missed the heck out of you, but I wanted to let you know that I'm here. And wow, it's been great. It's been exhausting, but hello to everyone. And let me just see if there's anybody on here. Let John know that I'm here. And see if anybody wants to just come in and say hello this morning. Deirdre, hi, sweetheart. Oh my gosh, I have missed you all so much. Today is the last day of the conference. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Hi, Rita. So I thought I would just come in. Yes, I am safe. I'm just totally falling over with exhaustion every night, and been really, really hard to get up at 4:30 in the morning to be on here. So hello, hello. Oh, thank you all for coming in. Let's do a heart brain. I really feel the need to do a heart brain coherence this morning. Good morning, Joanne. All right, so hand on the heart. Auntie Jean, hello. Mama Hada Bear, hello to you. All right, hand on the heart. Slow down the breathing. Do that really, really deep connection in your heart, knowing that you are the light. You're shining that light out into the world, whether you're shining it as a tiny flame or as a torch. That's up to you. It's your light. What are you going to do with it today? Let's all join our lights together and really make a big, big flame. And breathe out. And breathe in one more time into that connected space that feels so good. And just give yourself a hug and say, I love you. I love you immensely. There's nothing that can stop that love other than you. So stay in the flow. Stay in the knowingness of who you are. And just be. Just be that beautiful light. Wow, that feels good to reconnect. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been about 5 days, I think. And I did not realize that it would be this tiring for what I'm doing right now, but so totally worth being here and being exposed to so much here at this convention that I'm at. Who did I miss? Oh, Sally, you heard California had some earthquakes yesterday or early this morning. I'm in the southern part of California. I don't know. California is pretty big, so I don't know where it happened. I have not, of course, heard anything this morning. I just got out of bed and jumped on here to be with you all. You were all lonely. Well, I tried to twist Auntie Jean's arm to do this, but there was no twisting it. She did carry on the night show, which I'm so grateful for. So the chanting has continued, and I do believe that today is day 1111 of our chanting, 1,111 days in a row of doing chanting for change. And thank you, Auntie Jean. Thank you, Charlie and Karen and Christine, for keeping that going while I was unable to attend it with you. Oh my gosh, Mama Had a Bear. It is one of the most amazing experiences. It truly is. I'm I'm so grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful to have met the people that I've met and made what I think are lifelong friends. I know that we're not going to lose the connection that we have made here because it's been beautiful just to sit and talk about spirit so openly, to talk about the fact that we're not the only ones on this planet. And I've known that for years. I've known it my whole life. And I think most of you, when you dig deep inside, you're going to see that, God is bigger than just this earth. So that's one of the things that we've been talking about is, just the fact that we are eternal beings and we're not limited. And that's what I love is being in this unlimited way of thinking. And I encourage all of you to examine what are your thoughts about it. What's your thoughts about the fact that this universe is big and massive, and we've talked about here about the different galaxies, and I've seen the pictures in space of other galaxies that do exist. Boundless potential. You're so right, Rita. And let's see what we got. We have peoples. Yes, day 1111, Rita. We started that chanting, saying, "Oh, let's chant for 40 days." And that was our intent, to start out and do 40 days of chanting for peace, for change in the world, the change that we want to see. And wow, just wow. It was interesting last night as we were out sky watching, and boy, we were not disappointed with what showed up for us last night. But we had someone that led us in some chanting while we were out on the lawn watching the UFOs, and they respond to our energy, and the energy of chanting is amazing. As we stood out there and we chanted Om, and we just enjoyed being in that type of energy and watching the response that came in from the beings of eternal light that were coming in with us. Marcia Gifford, good morning to you. Leo, oh, hi, sweetheart. Absolutely, Leo. I will keep shining my light as long as I have breath in my body, and then I'll shine it at you guys from above. I know, Auntie Jean, it's just so much, and I I really need about a week to process it all. It was just so amazing. All right, so do y'all want to hear the blog, or do you just want to visit with each other this morning? I wasn't sure I was even going to be able to come on, and I really need to get off of here in about 15 minutes because I have to be at the hotel, and I have to leave in an hour to be at the hotel. And it's just been, it's been that way every day. And you know that I am not a morning person, but I have sure had to be one for this. Okay, so it's called Be the Light. Charles Dickens said, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness, it was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity, it was the season of light, it was the season of darkness, it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair." Did Charles have a magic ball when he wrote this? I know it was from a different era and a totally different scenario. But wow, this puzzle piece sure could fit in today's world. I have spent the last 3 days listening to some of the greatest minds of today, researchers and philosophers, writers, lecturers, producers and scientists, and a multitude of spiritual teachers. Some agree on some things, some totally disagree with each other, and all in all, I am left with more questions than answers. I honestly know in my heart that the answers I receive when I tune into my higher power, the God of my understanding, and the beautiful angels that are helping us on earth, are more accurate and more filled with wisdom than any human could give me. Dear angels, if I have learned anything from this experience, it is that I am always to rely on Prime Creator for guidance and answers to my questions. I am grateful to you, angels, for helping me understand the messages with clarity. Dear ones, since the beginning of your earth time, you have held differing opinions about how things are to be done. You have been given the greatest minds to assist you in evolving, yet you insist on battling with each other, competing instead of cooperating. Some can see the bigger picture of oneness and step forward and lead the way. We say to you, stay in your peaceful space and the knowingness of who you are. Lead by example. Shine your light. Step up and allow yourself to be seen and heard. Know that your mission is to be the light. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear will do so. Focusing on the turbulent times that you are in only expands the energy. Dear ones, which way do you wish to see the needle turn? Focus your energy on that, and you will certainly see a shift whichever way you choose. Dear angels, today I promise to focus on the positive and bring more light into the world. We can always find something to focus on. We can find distractions everywhere in our world. And we have a big, big distraction right now going on. And it was a huge part of what we've been discussing here at the conference. And it is AI, artificial intelligence. I have paid it some mind. I've looked at it. I know what it is. I know what it isn't. And I have my own opinions about it. And one of the things that I opine is that we are so distracted by it right now. And yes, we can use it for good. We can use it to help us. But let's get real. Let's get into our hearts. Let's stay in our own light and connected to the God of our understanding, connected to our spirit guides, the angels, the masters, whoever it is that's leading us and guiding us. Blue Jean, good morning, Blue Jean and company. I know all your fur babies are there, and so much love to you. Charles Dickinson, your favorite. I just love this quote that the angels led me to, because it really is the best of time and the worst of time, and it is what we make it. So what are we going to focus on? We're going to focus on what's good. We're going to focus on all the turbulence and the chaos. I choose the good. Ricky, Rick, and Josie. Hi, sweetheart. Ricky, how are you doing? And Kathleen, I just put on Messenger that my friend Catherine just had surgery for broken vertebrae recently, in a lot of pain, but in the hospital with a kidney infection, and had a heart attack also yesterday. She's had 3 near-death experiences in her life already, and she says they keep telling her She has to go back. Thanks for praying for her again. Well, we will pray for whoever we need to. So bring them, bring your loved ones, bring your families, bring the world that we need to pray for. And thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. What's we got? Raz Mataz. Oh, hi, Raz. I'm so glad you're there with Blue Jean. And Christina, good morning. Christina says the last 2 years have been great for me to see that and to live that. Stop trying to manifest and just did it. Refuse to fall for the fear rhetoric flavor of the week that has become expected. Yeah, I don't do fear. I know it's real to those who want it to be real. You can live in that fear, or you can say, I choose the love. I choose to stay in the knowingness of who I am. And fear and love cannot reside together. So always choose for the side of love. Always say, I acknowledge you. I see you in my life. And thank you for being a part of my life. But now I'm going to go with the love. And when you do that, you're making a conscious choice to turn away from the illusion, to turn away from what's not real to what is real. And love is the only thing that's real. And that is why, in my opinion, AI is a distraction because it has no feelings. It has no God. And one speaker, and I don't remember who to give credit to for this, but one of the speakers said technology is agnostic. Yeah, it is. It has no God. It has nothing that it looks at as a higher power. So I'm choosing to stay in the light and stay with the God of my understanding. And Kathleen says, I never understood why people would think that we are the only beings in the universe. Can't wait to greet one from another planet. Absolutely. Yeah, I've learned a lot this week about the ones that are here from other planets. I actually attended a lecture by someone who is an Arcturian hybrid, and she was amazing. She was absolutely so full of light, you guys. So full of light. She led us in meditation. She led us into our heart. And she gave us an activation that I'm still dealing with because it really knocked me. I mean, I was lifted so high with that activation that I was dizzy and I had to just lay down. Afterward, I went back to the condo we're staying at and I just laid down and was out of it for a few hours. All right, so let's see what we got. Yeah, our little Pocky tried to do a runaway thing, didn't she? But she is back. And Hope, hi, sweet Hope. Nice to be home with my pea family. Nice that our alien friends didn't try and keep you. Well, you know, we did the UFO watching last night, and I know if there was one, there was more than 50 because we just kept seeing them. It seemed like every which way we turned, looking at the night sky, we could see the movement. And I had the chance to look through night goggle visions that are government grade issue night goggles where you see every movement and everything. And I was able to track one and watch it in its movement until you couldn't see it anymore. And it's so interesting to be able to do this. If you ever get the chance to go to Sedona, Arizona, there's a lady there named Melinda, and all you have to do is ask for Melinda, and you'll find her. She is the best. She honestly is the best to lead us into what to look for in the sky. She teaches what's satellites, what's planes, what's anything that's other than that. And we were able to just really have a beautiful experience last night with them. And we also, last night, were able to hear some of the sound. So there's a frequency if you have what do they call them? The handheld walkie talkies and anything that you can tune to a frequency. And the frequency is 144.100. And they do communicate with us. And every time that we saw one and we were yelling at them, shooting the laser beam up, they would communicate. And it was too synchronous to be an accident that it just happened at that time. It was really awesome. Julie Kiss. Hi, Julie and Lily. Hello, hello. Angie Taylor. Hi, sweet Angie. And Marcia, what a wonderful experience. I would love to have experienced this. Yeah, it happens annually out here in the desert. It's called Contact in the Desert. And they have wonderful speakers. But what I found the most intriguing and beautiful were the people, the attendees, the ones that share their experiences and come together for this. So I'd love to have more people there that I know next year. Well, other than the ones I meet here, I'd love to have some of you come out for it. I've made some beautiful, beautiful connections and people that I know I will keep in touch with. Lily, just laying down to rest your painful back. Yeah, receive that healing, honey. We all send you healing every day, and we pray for you every day. Blue, just got the message that one of the horses was ill last night. They made it, but it was close. I don't know which horse. Prayers, please. The barn folks are exhausted. Wow. Kathleen, they communicate with what sounds like Morse code, actually. There's a rhythm to the communication that they send, and it's not static. It's more like a tapping sound that happens, and it was really interesting. And they also are sending those sounds can be translated into pictures. So people have been receiving pictures from the UFOs, and some of the sound has been translated into words as well. So it's really interesting how far we've come with being able to communicate with them. Oh, I've got a heart in my front head. Yeah, my heart has been so full being here and being in this energy. Oh, thank you, Lily. I love it too, Kathleen. I just love the energy that's going on here. All right, I'm going to read the Kuan Yin card. Boy, I have missed doing this with you guys. All right, the card is trust. Trust what you feel the divine is communicating to you through the happenings around you. There is divine guidance in all things if we know how to feel and look for it through the heart without silencing our intuition with logic. Could that be more perfect? This is the perfect card for what I'm going through right now, for our whole way of being. Just trusting and allowing and letting all that beautiful energy unfold before us. Belief. I believe. We were given these some little stickers to put on our water bottles, and I put I believe on mine, and I also put my sticker, Peace on Earth Tour, so my water bottle's with me at all times as I'm there at the conference. So I was able to hand out a lot of gratitude cards. I gave away some of the bookmarks that I had made up for midnight calls, and I've been able to just talk to people about what I do and who I am. and who the P's for peace are, and all of the beautiful things that we have going on. So it has been an amazing week, almost week, that I've been here and just standing side by side or sitting there talking to people. I do 5-hour shifts in the morning. This morning, I have to be there at 7 because it's a special day. There are no free events there, everything's paid. So I'm helping out to sell tickets this morning to the paid events, which are really intense talks and involving the audience, interacting with people that are having the experiences. I know. I'm reading the card and I'm going, that's exactly what we were talking about before the card was pulled or read. And it's all about trust, faith, belief, and knowingness. Know who you are. That's the big, big message right now. Know who you are and not who someone is programming something for you to spill and go about and talk. And I was working one event yesterday, and it was about AI, which, if you all are not familiar with what that term is, it's artificial intelligence. It's kind of taken over in a big way right now. And one lady from the audience said she just published her first book and it was all done by AI. And I'm thinking, then you didn't do anything. All you did was say, give me a book about this, and there you are. Let's go back into our hearts and go into our brains and use what God gave us. You know, I loved that part of the blog from last night, the part that said, let me get to it. Okay. You have been given the greatest minds to assist you in evolving. These brains that we have, the ability to think for ourselves, to make choices, that's the greatest gift in the world, not artificial intelligence that somebody programs into a computer. These minds right here that we have, you can't put that in a computer. You can't put that connection, that feeling, that beautiful energy that comes to you when you have goosebumps and when you have the knowingness of being here on purpose. So go into your hearts always, always go in and do that deeper dive and say, what's it all about? Why am I here? What am I doing here? And do that. And that's what I choose instead of listening to any computer tell me what to do or any person even tell me what to do, what to be, what to feel. I'm always going to choose my higher power. I'm always going to choose that wonderful one-on-one connection that I have with the God of my understanding and with the Christ consciousness. So I just encourage you to, yeah, be aware. Be aware of what's out there. Be aware of what's happening always, because we learn and grow as we expand with what's going on. But don't be distracted. That's my request for you. Don't be distracted. Just stay true to you and stay true to who you are. Oh, thank you. So let's do our prayers, and then I really do have to run. I probably shouldn't have stayed on this long, but I needed to be with you guys today. So let me pull up the prayer one, type in your prayer requests. And Lillian, I see you, honey. I know that's a lot of tug on your heart right now. Just don't go into the frustration or the sadness or anything other than love. Stay in the love and create that way. Create the the thing that you want to happen, you make it happen. So watch your choices, watch the choice of words. Our words do create. So whatever you're speaking it into existence. So come at it from a positive viewpoint and stay in that positive mode. Okay, Kathleen. When I was a small child, I always listened to a record my parents had of Mario Lanza singing a song called I Believe. I loved it. My mother said I used to sing it for a company we had, for any company we had. Don't remember doing that. Thanks for reminding me and all of us about believing. Absolutely. Hello, Pat Moss. Glad you're here. And Blue says, yes, AI, nodded the light. I heard on NPR about AI that learns a form of human emotions from interacting, supposedly learns empathy. I think they're building a narcissistic psychopath. Yeah, there's a lot going on, and that's one thing that I am learning is what is going on. And I think all of us need to be aware. We need to be aware of what's happening. And then we can say, thank you very much. I choose to stay in my heart. I choose to stay in my knowingness of who I am. I'm a divine being. I'm not a created being that mankind somewhere has put together. I am a spirit being in this human body. And thank you, Deirdre, for the prayers for all humans, Gaia, and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. Joanne, I love what you're saying about AI is agnostic. We are energy, we are frequency. This part of us is so much bigger than our physical being, and it's our frequency and energies that keep us connected to our higher power. Oh, thank you for being here this morning, Joanne. Yes, Lillian, envision your family happy and all together. Blue Jean, prayers for all creatures, great and small. And Marcia Gifford is asking prayers for a friend, Karen, who's in a coma from a stroke. So we have both our pair of Jeans here, Jean Walensky and Jean Lorio, and both have a grid that I believe has just been charged up with this full moon energy. Wasn't that moon gorgeous? And so please add Karen to that grid in both ends. Lily Ann, prayers for you, my son, to be safe and healthy, and for all my family here and all in need around the world. Thank you. Leo, prayers for my mother, Elise, who's going through a series of surgeries at the moment. Thank you, Leo. We certainly will. And Sally, keep Tony in prayer. She begins a new med that is delivered through IV infusion for the first 3 doses. She will have to drive an hour each way to do so, and I can't travel with her this time. We don't know how her body will respond. Nope, don't go into worry. Don't go into worry. Just set the intention. Intention is everything. Before we did the UFO watch last night, we set intentions. We prayed. We reached out with our minds, with our hearts, and said, I believe and I want to communicate with you wherever you are, whoever you are. We want to communicate. And it happened. So intention is everything. Hello, Danielle. Blue, yours is not back up yet, and you will, yes, please put that name when you do get it back up, Blue. Danielle, I'll pray for the emergency state due to natural fires and for all communities that had to evacuate, and for safety of my family and my son that flew to somewhere that I can't pronounce. Absolutely, Danielle. Where are those fires? I've been so tied up with what I'm doing here in California that I haven't paid attention to the disasters going on, and I know there are, but I lift all of you up every night in my prayers. And Sally, intentions are this, and is the answers we prayed for. Let's set that intention this morning. I really do have to scoot after we do a quick prayer. So go into your hearts for just a moment. Just breathe right into your heart. And whatever your prayer is, whatever you would like to see come forth for you and for those in your life, let's set that intention that what happens is for the best and highest good of all. And let's lift up all of these prayers, all the prayers you have brought today, all the ones that we pray for every day here on this show and in our family. They're in Quebec. Okay, so let's lift the area of Quebec, Canada up high, please. And take a moment just to say thank you. Just go into your heart right now. Thank you for this body that I'm in. Thank you that I'm here on purpose. Thank you that I can receive the message of that purpose that I'm here for, which is to shine my light. My purpose is to be here for such a time as this. As Charles Dickens said, the best of times, the worst of times. We're here for whatever is going on in our current lifetime. So just be right now and be love. Whatever's happening, see it in its perfection. See yourself on the other side of it. See all of these that are suffering in one form or another, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. See them lifted and looking at the light that's inside your heart. It's not out there somewhere. That light is right here inside of each and every one of us. And when we join it together, as we are right now in this moment, and we smile because Spirit magnifies incredible loving energy, then we're shining that light on each other. We're shining that light on the world. I encourage you to keep doing that. Keep shining, keep being, keep loving, and keep lifting each other. I lift each one of you. I thank you, each one of you that are here right now. As you go about your day, you're going to affect others. Let's let that ripple go out far and wide to whoever you might touch. The statistics are that one person vibrating at the higher frequency of love, of light, of positivity, counterbalances 750,000 people that are vibrating at the lower vibration. Well, I see that we have 17 people watching this right now. And so if each one of you lifts your vibration to the highest you can lift it by consciously doing so, look at how many people we're rippling out in beautiful ways into our world. Doesn't that make you feel good that we're having that impact on the world? That what we're doing is not frivolous, it's not selfish. We're here on purpose. We are here for such a time as this to be the ones that change the world. Thank you for being a change maker. Thank you for leading the way for others to see your light. So let's love each other. I've missed this part. Let's love each other like we know to love each other on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you so much. I lift you up each moment of every day. And even when I'm not on here, you're in here. You are in my heart. I love you so much. Julie Kiss, I see you. Thank you. I love you. Auntie Jean, I so appreciate you. Thank you for all you do for this family. Thank you for what you're doing at night, keeping the chanting for change and the lessons of miracles happening at night. Where am I at? Deirdre. Ricky, I really hope you're feeling better, my friend. Catherine DeSante, good morning. I love you. Pat Moss, thank you. I love you. Mama Hada Bear. Our Hope Wellington Marshall. Catherine Kovacs, welcome. Leo. Lillian. And Joanne. Thank you all so much for being here. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And I will see you later. I love you. Bye, everyone.